Y'all can hear me. That wasn't a good one. Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be your astrology forecast for the 1st of April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful weekend. As you can see, I got a different little setup here. I'm using a camera from my Android phone, and ironically the audio is still actually coming from my webcam. So my webcam can pick up audio, but it can't pick up the picture right now. I'm not really sure what's happening, but I'm guessing that was causing things to like short circuit, and it was causing things to freeze a lot. But fortunately, I had already figured out this cool little trick, and I was going to use this so I can have like multiple angles and shit. But right now, we got to use this particular angle to do the videos. So I am glad that I even have this technology, because I want to be able to show you guys. I want to be able to, see you guys, obviously. And then obviously when I bring up cards too. So, but it is what it is. We're going to keep it moving. This video might be a little bit short because I got to get out of here soon. I was trying to figure out, I was like, all right, what do I have to do? And like I said, this webcam, at least it's picking up audio, but it's not picking up the picture. But, in any event, let's go ahead and hop into the charts for today, guys, so we can see how you can be better prepared to navigate these celestial energies. I'm not going to bring up the transit calendar, because I haven't made it yet, but it is a new month, so that means that the transit video, the April overview transit video, will be coming out sometime this week. I don't know exactly when this week, but it will be coming out this week. I'm going to aim for probably I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, because I also have the weeklies for the 12 signs. So I'm probably going to aim to get that done on Wednesday. Wednesday might be the best day to try and get that done, but we'll see. In any event, I have this set, of course, for April 1st, 2024, 8:55 a.m. We have that moon that has shifted now into Capricorn, right? And it was a pretty interesting weekend with everything that happened. I know I didn't get to talk about it too much, because, like I said, I missed the weekend video because of all the technology stuff. And I had this, but I was hoping that the webcam was going to work out. And that's kind of honestly a perfect representation of the weekend, with that moon and Sag squaring all the Pisces energy and then trining the Aries energy. It's like the resources that we have and the way to kind of get things done, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look like the way that we want it to, but it can still happen. But with it squaring all the Pisces energy, it's like we're holding out hope. We're holding out hope that it can actually work out. And, I still probably could have made that weekend video, but at least I informed you guys of what was going on. But it's a perfect representation. I was like, hey, yeah, it may not look perfect, but are you getting the job done? Cool. That's all that matters. Now, of course, we're going to see that moon move into Capricorn, meaning that it's going to sextile all the Pisces energy and square all of the Aries energy. So we're not really getting a break with this moon, especially considering the fact that the moon, of course, is in detriment in Capricorn, doesn't really like to be there. And we do, of course, we will see it, of course, trine Jupiter and Uranus, which is coming closer and closer and closer together, which is causing a lot of electricity and a lot of potent power, if you will. Now, the main thing with today, of course, is Mercury retrogrades. Now, it is stationed right now. And we're going to see that moon is going to sextile Mars today, and then it's going to be towards the evening time where you see it go from black to red. So around 6:55, and we can go to the exact moment, if you will. Oh, there you go. So 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to see Mercury retrograde. Now, of course, at this moment, the moon will be at 10 degrees, so I think it's interesting that it is sextiling the midpoint between Mars and Saturn, which I think is pretty interesting, right? We have two of the malefics, or the harsher planets, if you will, that are getting ready to conjunct, and they will conjunct soon. And we have the moon that's going to be sextiling that midpoint. So they're definitely emotionally, right now, of course, with that moon in Capricorn, yeah, we're trying to, feel things out as far as career, legacy, what we're wanting, how we want to be seen in the world, especially with it squaring all of this Aries energy. It's going to square. We have that first quarter square to the sun today. Well, not first quarter square, the third quarter square to the sun, excuse me. So we have that last square before the major new moon Aries eclipse. So it's going to be an interesting day with a Mercury that retrogrades, right? The planet of communication, and it's in Aries, and then a square. So a lot of people are definitely going to be thinking about who they are in the world, but they're also emotionally going to be feeling like, what is their legacy? What are they here to do? What are they going to leave behind? These are things that are really important to think about, and people are going to be really going over all of this stuff, right? Because we want to see, like I said, that third quarter square happen right towards the end of the day, pretty much, going into Tuesday. We will have that third quarter square literally around 11:15 p.m. So literally just 5 hours later, after Mercury retrogrades, we get the third quarter square. Venus is getting ready to conjunct Neptune, but they will not conjunct at 27 degrees. It'll be 28 degrees, right? Talk about a way to start off the week. Talk about a way to start off April. April is not going to be a slouch. I'm going to tell you guys right now, as far as the energies goes, with this month, it's going to make March look like child's play. All right, it's just going to happen. We have the new moon solar eclipse, of course. Mercury, that's going to be retrograde the entire, well, it's going to be retrograde, but it's going to be in Aries the entire month. We have the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction. We have Venus is going to move into Aries. Mars will come into Aries at the end of the month. So there's a lot of stuff happening in April. Lots of happening. And it's like we want to have the firepower to move things forward. We want to have the firepower to get things done, but it's not going to come in the traditional ways. You're going to have to get a little bit more creative. And a lot of people are going to be focused on their career, their legacy, the things that they're building. Doesn't make sense. Does it work? Does it vibe with where they are or where they're going to be? And that's the thing that we have to consider. This Mercury retrograde, I think, is actually going to be it's going to be an interesting one. I will say that. I mean, I usually don't like doing predictions, but I kind of want to start doing them just to have fun with it and for it to make sense. One of my predictions with a Mercury that's retrograding in Aries with Eris here is a zoo breakout. That's one of my things. Because, animals are definitely Aries. Pets are Virgo. All right, pets are Virgo, but as far as animals, that's Aries. With a Mercury that's retrograde, and with Eris that's going to retrograde over, this gives me zoo breakout kind of energy. There's going to be a zoo or something like that there's going to be a breakout, and there's going to be animals that escape. That's one of my predictions, at least, for this Mercury retrograde in Aries. And we'll see if it actually happens, but that's just the one that just came to me yesterday. I'm like, yo, there's going to be a zoo breakout somewhere. Right? So similarly, there's going to be an aspect of you that wants to break free with this Aries energy, with it going with Mercury that's going to go over this Aries. And we'll talk, I might make a special video just for the Mercury retrograde, because I know a lot of people care about Mercury retrograde and stuff. I might as well make a video for the Mercury retrograde, folks. It's not the most intense retrograde, in my opinion, as far as a planet that retrogrades, but it's still important to talk about. So yeah, I think Monday will definitely be an interesting day. It's definitely going to be a hell of a start to the month, and it's April Fool's apparently, but there's no fooling this energy. And I think it's if you think that you can fool this energy, that's a whole other thing. I think it's interesting that this happens when the moon is in Capricorn, because you can't really fool that energy. If it was in Sag, maybe. But with it being here in Cap, this is a no cap moment. No cap. And the universe is definitely showing us that yes, there are a lot of beautiful things that are possible with all this Pisces energy, especially with the moon sextiling it. There's a lot of things that are possible. You got to think sextiles are opportunities, sextiles are possibilities. So, there are great possibilities of the things that we can build in our life, the actions that we can take, the people that we can connect with, the dreams that can manifest. There are a lot of things that are possible here, but it is going to require us to dig a little bit deeper as the moon makes all of these squares to the Aries energy, as it squares the sun. A sun that would normally be super happy at Aries, and don't get it twisted, it's still happy there, but it's at +5 in its exaltation. Normally, the moment that a planet goes into its exaltation, its score shoots up to like double digits. It's at +5, y'all. That's it. That's it. So it's not the traditional Aries season. It was not the traditional vernal equinox. It was not the traditional, let's spring forward. It was sort of like it didn't have the potency that we thought. Like we're gearing up. We're like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of this. We've been in this Pisces haze. There's been so much that's happened. Let's go into this new astrological year, and then doesn't take off. Why? Because the universe is like, hey, there's still a lot of things that you guys gotta go over. A lot of karma that you guys got to address. A lot of suppressed energy, emotions, authenticity, a lot of things that still need to be addressed. Doesn't mean that you can't move forward, but these things need to be addressed. So you're not going to be able. It's like we try to outrun our problems. We try to, you know what, maybe if I just run away and try to escape it, then I can feel better. No, we feel better by addressing things as we go along, addressing those things that need to be addressed, but also taking the purposeful action. That's the beautiful thing about a moon in Capricorn squaring the Aries energy. It's about taking purposeful action that is true and authentic to who we are, and we're not outsourcing who we are just to appease other people. That's the beautiful thing about this square. But it's going to come with some honesty, hard work, probably blood, sweat, and tears. I'm just going to be real with y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. You know, it's a little bit different coming from this angle, and, you know, but I'm glad I actually had the resources to still get this done, you know, because I want to be able to show you guys the cards, because the cards definitely do provide more context to what's happening and stuff in the day-to-day. I wonder if I can bring that down a little bit. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad on you guys. And I'm also wondering if you guys can hear like the vibrate. No, you can't, because this is keeping it. So I'm just talking to myself now. So anyways, how was y'all's weekend? I had a good weekend. Saturday I was at work. It was a kind of stressful day at work, but we got through. It was all good, you know. And then of course, yesterday I went to the Atlanta United game and we won 3-0, so that was fun. So yeah, I had a good weekend. All right, let's see what we have for the cards. I have the Hanged Man. I have the Hanged Man upright. It does kind of feel like we're just hanging there. It does kind of feel like with all this energy in Pisces and Aries where we want to move forward, but we're simultaneously having to still go over, you know, the past and what's happened and address the past and process the past. It does kind of feel like we're just hanging between two different dimensions. It does kind of feel like a bit of a purgatorial moment right now. And that can cause some frustration if we're wanting to get things done and move things forward, start projects. And I think that we can take a step forward while also, you know, processing what's happened in the past, But, this could potentially cause some paralysis by analysis, especially with the Mercury that's retrograding today in Aries. This definitely can cause some paralysis by analysis, where we really start to think about, who we are more, how we're presented in the world. Social media stuff's about to be very interesting over the next 3 weeks, especially with it being an Aries. So you're probably about to see some people that are going to really, really try and push the envelope and be like really big and bold and shit. Um, and it's just going to be like a wet paper bag. It's going to be like people may even switch up how they do their videos and stuff like that, and try and be super bold and expressive and all that sort of stuff. And we may even see some interesting things with the Aries energy, with the Discord, and people are going to be saying some wild shit. Like, people are going to be saying some wild shit over the next 3 weeks. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. But, yeah, we're kind of hanging between two different dimensions. We do have the Devil card that follows it, right? The Devil card that follows it. So this is a moment where, it's maybe a little bit easier to fall for some trickery. It's a little bit easier to fall for these delusions of grandeur. Don't take any promises today that seem really awesome, that try and promise you the world and stuff like that, but can't. But if it just feels, even if it just feels slightly off, trust your intuition with that. Don't go around taking deals today that has you giving up so much of who you are just for the sake of being successful. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a little bit more discerning. I have that followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't go around taking deals that seem gold, but it's actually fool's gold. You know, you already have what you need right now, so don't go around taking deals that you don't need to be taking today. This is a time where, if you're in that purgatorial state with that Hangman card, it's easy to, if you are frustrated and flustered, to take a deal just so you can feel like you're not stuck or in between worlds. But it's not a good idea, especially with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's going to be a deal that goes wrong. So it's not equal. It's not going to bring you to the place that you want to go. So just be discerning of that. I have that followed by the card of passion. Ultimately, that's what fucking matters, right? Is your passion for things in life, right? The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. That's why there's a blue dot in the middle right there, right? It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. That's ultimately what it comes down to. If you're approached by if you're approached by the devil today, if you're approached by some sort of enticing thing, are you passionate about it? No, move away. Is it something is it something that's just going to try? Are they just promising you the world right now and promising you so much? Move away. Move away from that. Focus on your passion. Focus on what really matters, and you're going to be okay today. That is going to do it for your daily astrology forecast for this April 1st, 2024. Hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below to my website, jphoenix.com. And as always, y'all take care, stay blessed, have a wonderful, marvelous Monday. I will see you all on the next astrology forecast. Peace.